Hi, it's Joe Markley with a happy video update today. I'm particularly encouraged because this morning we unveiled the no tax increase Republican budget prepared jointly by the Republican Senate and House leadership and members and by some excellent staff that worked very hard putting it together. And what we've accomplished is what I promised last fall when I was a candidate we would do. We have a budget which has no tax increase and no new borrowing, which finds savings sufficient in the budget and through all kinds of means, by small cuts all over the place, by some restructuring of debt, and various efforts to balance the budget without the $1.5 billion tax increase which Governor Malloy has proposed. We'll be talking about that budget in the upcoming days. You'll probably have seen the news about it, but if you want to read more about it, go to the Connecticut Senate Republican website, ctsenaterepublicans.com, and you'll be able to see a version of that budget. It's a detailed document, goes through the budget line by line. I don't know that I agree with every single thing that was done in it, but that's the way it is with a budget. But the bottom line for me is what counts, and that's the fact that we don't have to raise taxes on the hardworking people of Connecticut or on struggling businesses. Second thing I'd say is that I've had the chance to speak out against the Busway proposal, which Governor Malloy endorsed, the 9-mile New Britain to Hartford boondoggle, which would be a limited access, very limited access highway. It would just be a little road built on the existing rail beds for buses to run up and down. It's at a cost of $600 million, more than $60 million a mile. I think it's the most ridiculous thing that I've heard of in Hartford this session. And the only reason we're doing it is because it's shovel ready, and they just want to start pouring money out wherever they can. And it's partly federally funded. My own feeling is that the federal funds are as much our money as the state funds are, and we shouldn't waste either of them. I will be working to see if I could be stopped. It goes to the Bond Commission. Their next meeting is April 29th. I'll be putting out an email to you that has the phone numbers of the Bond Commission members so you can contact them. The two Republicans on the Bond Commission are already against it, as a matter of fact. And this one I'm going to pursue because I'd really like to stop it one way or another. Like the utility tax that we argued a couple of weeks ago in the Supreme Court, I think there may be more than one way to oppose the busway, and I will use whatever way it takes. As far as the utility tax goes, we are still waiting to hear from the Supreme Court, and every day that goes by, I must admit, I become a little more optimistic about our chances of winning this case. At this point, if the Supreme Court decides to return it to the Superior Court to be heard, I think that will be the end of the tax, unless the legislature has the nerve to go back and actually pass it as a tax outright and not in the sneaky way in which they did it. But in any case, I feel like it was a good day today for conservatives up here in the legislature, and I feel like things have been trending in our direction, and I'll look forward to bringing you up to date again before long.